something called the Analogue 3D is coming out. And basically what this is, it's a reimagining of the Nintendo 64. They offer 4K in resolution, 10 times the resolution of the original N64. And, they do tout the N64 as the best multiplayer system of all time. I don't necessarily disagree. I think it's up there. But the whole gimmick of this is it's a sleek looking system. You can get it in black and white, black or white. But basically, it is 100% compatible with every original N64 game ever made. So whether you're in PAL region, Japan, North America, South America, wherever you are, any cartridge you have will work on this thing. And it basically upscales everything to 4K. Obviously, you need a TV for that. Also, you can't just say 4K but have a shitty TV. You need a good TV. But yeah, and it replicates the 4 controller ports, so you could plug original N64 controllers into it. Or you could buy the one that they're doing with 8-bit Do, which is like a wireless reimagining of the controller. But yeah, if you scroll down on the website, there's pictures of it. It looks super sleek. It looks really cool. The white one looks something like, honestly, out of Star Wars. Now that I watch Star Wars, I can say that. But yeah, I think it's a cool idea. Like if you have your original cartridges and you want to hook this thing up, or you want to play them, but you don't want to deal with the pixelated mess that it would look like on a modern TV, then this is definitely something that you should think about getting. Darren, you seem excited for this.
Oh yeah, no, because I've just been, as I've been saying to you guys earlier, like when showing you some pictures from back home, I've gone through all my old collection of consoles and games and everything else, and obviously all my games and consoles are PAL version, which obviously shocked you a little bit, Ryan. When you saw some of the cartridges and the
you have things that I didn't think you'd have. You have some deep cuts there. It's pretty impressive.
Yeah, see, dark horse, eh?
Yeah, there you go. They're in full surprises.
But what would be kind of cool for me to get this system is when you say I can actually bring these games over to North America now and actually play them.
Yeah.
I have some Unreal games, so for me this sticks out a lot because N64 for me was like one of the best multiplayer consoles ever created. I'll stick by that too. I used to have the boys over playing GoldenEye. I used to go to my other buddies, play GoldenEye, and I was the only one that had WWF No Mercy. So all the boys wanted to come over and play that because it was the best at that time wrestling game. I'm gonna stick by it and say probably still now. I haven't played like SmackDown or anything like that in years, but No Mercy was phenomenal for the 64. And yeah, it's just I think it looks like again a sexy little console. I like the idea that they kept the design relatively the same as well, with the 4 controller ports at the bottom. I really like the idea that you can use the cartridges from Europe. So I guess I can have you guys over and we can sesh out Turok or something like that.
Hell yeah, Mario Kart 64. Let's do it.
Oh damn straight, man. Yeah.
Chris, does this speak to you at all? This Analogue 3D.
I think it's cool. I'm probably not gonna grab it though. I mean, it's $250 US.
You know what? I think that's a good price.
But I think,
yeah,
I think this will definitely be good for the hardcores. You know what I mean? But I don't even have a 4K TV, so I wouldn't even be able to take full advantage of it. And I so for me, if I want to play something from N64, if I really want to play it, I'll just get it on the Switch and just play it that way. But if you want to play these games in 4K, I mean, that's really cool. What I like about it is, according to the website, it's worked out every single troubleshooting issue that a lot of its predecessors have had. So this is supposed to be the perfect system in order to play these games. I also like that it plays all the original games regardless of region code. And it plays, if you have any hardware already, like controllers and things like that, you can just connect them and it'll allow you to use them, which is pretty cool. And they've also designed their own proprietary controllers as well, which, looking at the picture, they sort of take a page out of the Nintendo Switch Pro controller, it looks like. to sort of give you a sort of a modern take on the N64 controller. Man, but I think that's amazing. Something for somebody that's got a 4K TV and a nice sound system, and you know, you're tired of wrestling with those $40, $50 converters that you just get on Amazon and they only work like half the time with half the games. This is it removes the headache, right? You just buy it one time and that's it. So I think as a legacy system, like once you're like, hey, you know what? This will be my last N64 ever and I get to play the games as best as possible. I think this is it. Yeah. What I think though, it does pretty much, you know, unless you want to go, I know you're a hardcore, Ryan. You might be interested in still playing the original N64 on the CRT TVs and stuff like that. But for most people, this is like a really nice way to just get your upscaled games, and you don't really need an N64 unless you really want to go back and play sort of the way it was originally meant to be played, right? The 4:3 ratio and all that. But I think this is pretty cool. It's great. It just doesn't speak to me right now. I wouldn't be able to take full advantage of it, right?
Put it this way: you can come around mine, and when I get it, and give it a trial. I'm totally buying this.
I think you are
$250 US.
You are probably the one person out of here that would buy it, just because when it comes to this and me, I can't differentiate like HDMI and retro gaming does not compute in my brain. I don't think. Something just doesn't feel right about it, but that's totally a me issue, and it's just because I have access to an old TV with an original N64 with a bunch of games. That's the only reason why I say that, because if I was someone else, because a lot of my friends want to buy this as well because they have that nostalgia for the N64, but they probably just don't have the N64 readily available to them or whatever. This has sold them. Like, they are on board 100,000%. It's just I'm such a hardcore with the original hardware and all that stuff that like I just prefer to play it on like a nice CRT or whatever. But that's just me. One thing I like about this thing though, I will say, back in the day, if you wanted to play certain games, you needed the expansion pack. Two games that come to mind right away. These might be the only two, but maybe there's more. But Donkey Kong 64 and Legend of Zelda: Majora's Mask. Those two needed the expansion pack, or else you couldn't play them. So whenever I remember renting Donkey Kong 64 from an old mom and pop shop, and they gave me the expansion pack with it, and I'm like, what the hell is this? And then they had to teach me how to install it and all that, because I'm just like, I've never seen this shit before. This is in my N64 right now? You're kidding me. But yeah, so that's cool. So they account for that. So any game would work here already. But also it comes with they're saying it comes with an SD card slot with a 16 gigabyte SD card. I wonder if that's just for saving purposes, which it probably is, or if you could take that SD card and mess around with it and add your own ROMs and stuff. I think that'd be cool. But if not, you could probably just get an EverDrive cart with an SD card and put your own stuff on there anyway. So realistically, for the price of like $350, you could get every N64 game on this thing in 4K, which I think that's a good deal for the hardcore that really loves N64. I think that's pretty awesome. But yeah, so that's the Analogue 3D. I think Darren will give us a review when it comes out next year.
I think I might have to pre-order. I think this is gonna smoke, I reckon.
There you go. That's awesome.
I think it definitely speaks to people like me because, I'm moving to a different country, and again, having the European PAL version games, this definitely speaks, big for me. This is huge to be able to bring those games over and actually have that feel of nostalgia again and be able to play these. So I'm pumped, man. You
getting the black one or the white one?
I don't know. The white one gives me that kind of like it's
the futuristic,
pretty. Yeah, futuristic look. Yeah, for sure. But the black one looks class. I like it.
Yeah, it's pretty sleek.
Sleek. Yeah.
Yeah, there you have it. 2024. Darren bought a N64 before a PS5. There you go. If you guys like this video, be sure to check out the rest of the channel and consider subscribing. Go even further and subscribe to Podcast Fresh wherever you listen to your podcast for new episodes every week.